How we doing, guys? My name is Brando. I'm going to take you guys through how to set up a flight scope at a Prospect Select event. First thing you're going to do is you're going to arrive to your field. You're going to have all your equipment, your flight scope suitcase, which actually has your flight scope unit. You're going to have your laptop, and you're also going to have your tripod right here. All right, so the first thing we're going to do when we get to the field is find power, find an outlet somewhere. So as you can see right over here, there's an outlet right behind the field. First thing we're going to do is plug in our laptop. All right, we're going to get this thing opened up, plug it in. All right, next thing we're going to do is take out the flight scope charger. All right, and we're going to get this thing plugged in as well. Over here, plug her in. All right, so now we got the laptop and the flight scope unit connected to power. From here, next thing we're gonna do, your next move is to open up your tripod case. All right, and we're gonna take out the tripod. All right, we're gonna go ahead and spread all the legs out, get it opened up. All right, and then there's gonna be some knobs here that you can unscrew to higher the tripod. So unscrew the bottom one. All right, tighten those up, get it standing up a little bit. We're gonna put this tripod directly behind home plate, as close to directly behind home plate as you possibly can. So we're gonna put this right up here against the fence. All right. Next thing we're gonna do from here, we're gonna take out the clip. This is super important. You can't do flight scope without this. There's gonna be a clip in every flight scope suitcase, and we're gonna screw it on to the bottom of the flight scope. Just like screwing in anything else, we're gonna take it in here, screw it in a little bit. In as tight as we can. All right, from here we're gonna go ahead and put it on the tripod. You got to push in the orange button here for it to slide in. Once it slides in, we're gonna tighten her up right here. All right, so now she's tight, we're on there. All right, so now it's on the tripod. All right, guys, once you have the flight scope unit on the tripod, we're gonna raise it up above roughly 6 feet. It'll tell you the measurements you need on the flight scope computer, roughly above 6'3", 6'4". Once this is on the tripod, next move is we're gonna take out the Wi-Fi antenna that's gonna be in every red suitcase. All right, every setup will have an antenna. We're gonna plug this in before we turn the unit on. All right, this is gonna give us the signal that we need. All right, so we're gonna plug that in there. We're gonna take the power cord for the flight scope. We're gonna plug it in over here. All right, you heard it beep probably when I plugged it in. That just means that we're getting power. We still need to turn the actual unit on. So if you come over here, there's a silver button. We're gonna click that. All right, this is gonna take about 20 to 30 seconds to boot up. Once this squiggly line here starts flashing, okay, that's how you know that it's creating a signal. You're gonna hear it beep twice. That's how you're gonna know it's ready. So when you hear beep beep, that means that the internet's ready to go, and then we can move on to the computer and start setting it up. All right, guys, once the flight scope unit has beeped twice and it's ready to go, you're gonna open up your laptop, and the first thing we're gonna do is go over here to the Wi-Fi symbol. This is just like connecting any other Wi-Fi. All right, we're gonna come over here, click the available networks. As you can see, it's FS X3B 003242. All right, make sure that this number is matching the actual flight scope unit that is at your field. All right, if it's a different number, that is not good. Make sure that those two numbers match. All right, so in this instance, they match. We're gonna go ahead and connect. All right, this is gonna take like 10-15 seconds. Once it does connect, it's gonna say no internet, comma, secured. So give it a second. All right guys, so now as you can see, we got no internet, secured. That means we're hooked up to the unit's Wi-Fi, essentially. Click out of this. Now we're gonna come over here. We're gonna open up FS Baseball. It's the red and black logo with the baseball in the middle top of it. So we're gonna open up FS Baseball. We're gonna double click it. All right, it's gonna take a second to open up. All right guys, once Flightscope opens up, you're gonna see here that we're connected. So this blue symbol, it's gonna say connected. That's good, that's perfect. That means you're on your unit, you're ready to go. So from here, what we're gonna do, 99% of the time, you're gonna be working a tournament game. So what we're gonna do is click game on this game section, game sessions section. All right, so we're gonna click game. All right, so first thing it's gonna have you do is make sure that your tilt and your roll are good. So as you can see here, this is a good example. The roll is green, so that means that left and right is good. The tilt, which is north and south, is not good. So I'm gonna go ahead and move the unit a little bit. All right, perfect. So as you can see here, I moved the unit a little bit, had to move it down facing the ground just a little bit. All right, now this is green and we are ready to move forward. So we're gonna click next. All right guys, once that computer is ready to go, this is when we're gonna shoot the distance to the Flightscope. So what we're shooting here is the distance from home plate to the unit and then how high the unit is off the ground. So what I'm gonna do is take the Leica and shoot it from the butt, the tip of home plate, the corner right here. I'm gonna put the butt of the Leica on the corner of home plate and shoot the Flightscope system. So let's go here. All right guys, so once you got your two numbers, you're gonna have the height of the unit and then how far it is from behind home plate. And it's gonna be the bottom two numbers on the Leica. I don't know how well you're able to see that, but the bottom two on the right, those are the numbers you're working with. Guys, once you have your distances, first thing you're gonna wanna do is make sure that this yellow line is directly through the center of home plate and the mound, all right? So we're gonna aim the unit left or right to make it go right through the center of home plate and the mound. Next thing we're gonna do is come into here and we're gonna type in our distances over here on the left. So the ground distance from home plate to the unit was 43 feet and 8 inches. All right, and then we're also gonna type in the radar height, which is 6'6". And take a note, you have to enter it in with 1 apostrophe after feet and 2 apostrophes after inches. All right, so once those are entered in, and as you can see here, this is a good example for this video, the tilt turned red while I was doing that. So I just got to real quick, just tilt it back down. All right, perfect. Now they're both green. Our line is right through home plate. And our distances are in. All right, we're ready to move on. All right, one of the last steps here. There's 3 pinpoints on this screen. First one we're gonna do, number 1, we're gonna drag and we're gonna place it right on the tip of home plate. You can fine tune it here by moving it like in small increments with these arrows. All right, let's get it as close to the tip of home plate as we can. All right, the second pinpoint, we are gonna put on the left side of the rubber. Okay, a good way to do this is to have someone stand out there and straddle the rubber, or just put a ball on each side of the rubber. All right, and then we're gonna do number 3, that's of the rubber. And we could fine tune it a little bit here. All right, perfect. Now we can go ahead and click finish. All right, now this is gonna bring us to the team screen. So we're gonna select the 2 teams that are playing at our field. So these teams are already gonna be in the system for you. All right, first one, we'll just do 5-star gold Tampa. And we're gonna click add entire roster. All right, now we just gotta click all these guys in. So just click every player into the lineup. All right, keep clicking these guys. All right, now we're gonna go over to the other team, the home team. All right, and we'll use ABA 2024, add entire roster, and let's click all these guys in. All right, when it asks for the pitcher, you can put in anyone for just to get the lineup going. You're gonna change that once the game actually starts and you have the lineup. All right, so let's go ahead, boom. All right, both lineups are in, we're connected, the flight scope set up. Now we can go ahead and click start game session here in the bottom right. Yes, yes. All right, perfect. So this is your home screen. Once the game starts, this is where all the data is gonna be popping up, the spin rates, the velocities, so on and so forth. All right, guys, so now the game has started. I'm going to show you guys how to correctly chart a pitch. Pitch is about to be thrown here. You're going to see that it's going to track the pitch. All right, it tracked it. It was 79, 2400 spin. And now over here, we can actually tag the pitch. All right, so let's come over here. And it was a four-seam fastball. All right, and it was a called strike, not applicable. And then we're going to click close. Boom. So that's how you tag a pitch. All right, you're basically going to follow the play. If the ball was hit, you're going to enter that in and type in ball and play. But every pitch that's thrown must be charted. All right, guys, once the game ends, once the game is officially over, we're going to go ahead and end the game. All right, so we're going to click here. We're going to click in the top left, end game. All right, and we're going to name our session. So this game was 5-star Tampa versus ABA 2024 McCombs. And then let's just put the event here. So this is PBC 2023. All right, so we know which event it was. And then we'll just change this to visible for both teams. And we're gonna click save. All right, it's gonna save the session data. It's gonna load for a second. Once it loads, it's going to bring you back to the home screen, and then you'll be ready to start your next game.